Madam First Lady, Excellencies, colleagues, fellow participants, we've come to an end of a truly Kwibuka 25 International Conference. In 2 busy days, we discussed perspectives of a post-genocide generation, genocide and collapse of society, choosing humanity in the face of inhumanity, the imperatives of justice, past, present, and future, preserving memory and sustaining gains in a disruptive age. We had important addresses from His Excellency, former President Busingye, Attorney General Ba Tambadou, my brother Adama Dieng from the United Nations, the Executive Secretary of the CNRG, Dr. Bizimana, and many other distinguished speakers. We did examine the realities of a generational shift in our society, the complementary role of the state, church, and media in the propagation of the ideology and disintegration of genocide ideology and disintegration of Rwanda's social fabric. We examined how refugees facing difficult odds over several decades led and sustained a liberation movement and have become world-class humanists, military and political strategists. We examined the pursuit of justice after the genocide, the contemporary state and dynamics of justice, especially what is not working that ought to be working, and finally, we had a session of the youth examining preservation of memory and securing our future in a disruptive age. We examined denial and how to stand up to it. The superstructure for all this is governance. The choice and dynamics of governance that we chose and continue to choose determine the progress we make. His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, in his keynote opening address, referred to governance processes as drivers of progress. Democratic governance is about fairer, stronger, resilient, accountable, and prospering societies. Our experience and history shows political processes that caused division, intolerance, hatred, and violence. Something was profoundly wrong. Continuing with the same and expecting different results would have been foolish. As J.P. Kimonyo explained, our dispensation currently is born out of our specific circumstances. The country had to sit down, everyone together, and understand what works and what doesn't work, and agree new ways of doing things. In these 25 years, we did not import our democratic governance blueprint from England or Washington or Paris. We negotiated it as Rwandans, and it's working for us. That is who we are today since 1994. We do not try to become others. We do not try to become like others. We try to become the best of ourselves in our context, in light of the history we have been discussing in these 2 days and the future ambitions that we have. Permit me now to say thank you to the panelists, to all guests from out of Rwanda. Permit me to express our utmost and sincere gratitude to each and all of you. We were humbled by each confirmation of invitation, by your acceptance to share of yourselves and of your valuable time. We know how far you traveled. We know the journeys you made. Thank you very much, each of you. You made us better hosts. Every new guest makes us a better host. My words, I know, cannot express sufficiently how grateful we are. However, thank you very much. To the Rwandan guests, you are also hosts to our guests. Thank you very much for your time. Advocate Bernard Menge's contribution was about the ideological nature of law, of politics, and the message was that it is up to us to stand up for and defend our beliefs like true Inhotanyi. I guess you will all agree with me that if Rwanda survived the last 25 years, we will prevail for all time. My brother, the Attorney General from Gambia, continued talking to me about our First Lady. Attorney General, I'm sorry I have to disclose this. She continued saying, how can your First Lady be with you here for all these 2 days? And he told me that her presence here is a great inspiration and energy for old and young Rwandans, as well as friends of Rwanda in the room. So permit me to echo him. Permit me to echo him, First Lady, and thank you very much for your time, for being with us, including in the evening at the Café Littéraire. To the government colleagues in the organization of this conference, to all the staff of this Inhari Conference Arena, to everybody who has been doing everything that we have seen, to all of you, to all of us, thank you for a wonderful conference. Thank you for a wonderful organization. God bless you.